Former President Donald Trump addressed a joint session of Congress, outlining his economic vision for the nation. He proposed making his first-term tax cuts permanent, a move met with mixed reactions. Trump also pledged to eliminate taxes on tips and overtime pay, aiming to provide relief for working families grappling with high inflation. However, his continued emphasis on tariffs sparked concern among economists. Trump doubled down on his tariff agenda, promising to make America rich. But this approach has already led to market instability and rising consumer prices. Trump's economic claims drew scrutiny. He falsely asserted that millions of Americans over the age of 100 receive Social Security benefits. Fact-checkers quickly debunked this statement. Trump also made misleading statements about the cost of U.S. aid to Ukraine, inflating the figures significantly. These inaccuracies raised questions about the factual basis of his economic proposals. Immigration emerged as another focal point of Trump's address. He highlighted crimes committed by undocumented immigrants, using inflammatory language to stoke fear. Trump called for stricter border security measures, echoing his previous calls for a wall along the U.S.-Mexico border. He also introduced a controversial gold card immigration plan. This program would grant expedited residency to wealthy foreign investors, raising concerns about economic inequality. Trump's immigration proposals drew sharp criticism from Democrats and immigration advocates. They argued that his focus on border security ignored the economic contributions of immigrants. Critics also condemned the gold card plan as a giveaway to the wealthy, further exacerbating the gap between the rich and the poor. The plan was seen as a betrayal of Trump's populist rhetoric. Trump waded into the culture wars, staking out conservative positions on several social issues. He called for criminalizing gender-affirming surgeries for minors, a move condemned by LGBTQ+ rights groups. Trump also reiterated his support for banning transgender women from women's sports, reigniting a contentious debate. In a more conciliatory tone, he announced initiatives to reduce childhood cancer and study autism. However, Trump quickly reverted to his divisive rhetoric. He launched into a tirade against affirmative action, diversity programs, and critical race theory. He also criticized what he called radical transgender ideology, further alienating LGBTQ+ Americans and their allies. Trump's speech exposed the deep divisions within American society, leaving little room for common ground. Section 4: Foreign Policy Ambitions and Diplomatic Maneuvers. Trump's foreign policy pronouncements were equally provocative. He expressed a desire to reclaim the Panama Canal, a statement that drew bewilderment from international observers. Trump also reiterated his interest in acquiring Greenland, a proposal that had been flatly rejected by Denmark in the past. On a more positive note, he touted the extradition of a suspect in the Abbey Gate bombing in Afghanistan. Trump also addressed the ongoing conflict in Ukraine. He claimed that the U.S. was ready for peace talks with Russia, but his administration's actions suggested otherwise. The Kremlin hinted that halting U.S. aid to Ukraine could push Kyiv towards negotiations, raising concerns that Trump was siding with Russia. Democrats accused Trump and Elon Musk of undermining national security by aligning with Russia and dismantling the federal security workforce. Section 5: Democratic Defiance and Congressional Chaos. Trump's address was met with a mix of applause and protest. Democrats, outraged by his policies and rhetoric, staged a series of demonstrations. They held up placards, walked out of the chamber, and wore "Resist" t-shirts. Senator Alyssa Slotkin delivered a scathing rebuttal, criticizing Trump's economic and social policies. Representative Adriano Espaillat condemned proposed cuts to Social Security and Medicaid. The address was also marred by several chaotic incidents. Representative Al Green was ejected from the chamber for heckling Trump. Bipartisan applause erupted when Trump recognized Americans recently released from Russian captivity. In a heartwarming moment, a child cancer survivor was sworn in as an honorary Secret Service agent. However, these moments of unity did little to bridge the partisan divide.